In this activity, it is asking us to find the first three terms. So it gives us problems that are arithmetic and that is geometric. So let's look at number 1. Number 1 says a of n is equal to 6.3 plus 0.7 n. So since it wants us to find the first three terms, we need to plug in numbers 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to do that here. Zoom in. So if I plug in 1, I will get A1 is equal to 6.3 plus 0.7 times 1. And when I plug that into my calculator, I'll get an answer. So let me plug this into my calculator. Then we get 7. So that's the first number, 7. So then to find the second term, I just plug in 2. So A2 is equal to 6.3 plus 0.7 times 2. Again, plug that into our calculator. And we will get 7.7. And then to find the third term, we're going to plug in 3. So A of 3 is equal to 6.3 plus 0.7 times 3, which again we're going to plug into our calculator, and I will get 8.4. 8.4. So let's see if it matches anything. What is it asking for? It says match the letter below each number in each sequence at the bottom of the page. So A, we got 7. So anywhere we see a 7, we're going to write A. So see right here how our first term was 7. So I'm just going to write that up here. Let me change the color. Okay, so 7. And then for E, we got 7.7 and then 8.4. These are the numbers that we found for the terms 1, 2, and 3. So everywhere we see a 7, we're going to write an A. So right here at the bottom. So I'm going to type 7. So this is going to be A. And then for 7.7, it's going to be an E. 7.7 is E. And 8.4 is I. 8.4 is I. Okay, so that was the first one. That was number 1. Now let's look at number 2. So number 2, this is a geometric problem. So that means every time we plug an in, it's going to be our exponent. So let me go ahead and change back to my color. So to find the first term, I'm going to plug in the number 1. So I have A of 1 is equal to negative 5, parentheses 1/3 to the first power. When I plug that into my calculator, you're going to get negative 5 over 3. Try to keep this into fractions because I believe the answers at the bottom are only in fractions. Okay, now let's find our second term. A2 is equal to negative 5, parentheses 1/3 to the power of 2. Notice every time I'm writing my next term, I'm just changing that in. So 1/3 squared is 1/9. Negative 5 times 1/9 is negative 5 over 9, but you can just type this into your calculator and you get the same thing. And lastly, our third term, A3, is equal to negative 5, 1/3 to the third power, which is equal to negative 5 over 27. So these numbers correlate with these letters. So negative 5 over 3 is M, negative 5 over 9 is U, and negative 5 over 27 is N. So everywhere I see a negative 5 over 3, I'm going to write M. So negative 5 over 3, M. What was the next one? Negative 5 over 9 is U. And negative 5 over 27 is N. Negative 5 over 27 is n. So eventually this is going to form a sentence, and that is how you find the first 3 terms for either of these sequences.